everyone, welcome to another PARS tutorial video. Today we are focusing on ruler number 8, hearts. And as you can see on the ruler here, there are two sizes of hearts. We've got the large big hearts and the smaller hearts. And we are going to start off with the larger hearts. And the first pattern that we're going to do is going to be a border of hearts. So what we need to do is find our starting point on the material, put the needle down, and then we are going to sew the whole width of the channel. So we're going to do half the heart, then across the bottom section, and then back up. Once we have done the first section, we then stop with the ruler down and slide the heart over. And we just do the exact same thing again. And to get the patterns equal, every time we slide the ruler, which you will see, which I'm going to do just now, we're going to stop there with the needle down, slide the ruler right back to the beginning, and we're going to put what we've just sewn underneath that scroll line there that I am highlighting. This means that each heart will be the same length apart and will also have symmetrical sides. So we're just doing the same thing again, completing the full section of the large ruler, and we're going to stop with the needle down, and then because this is the last bit that we're doing on this pattern, we are just going to complete that heart by just doing half of it. We're not going to continue on with the channel, and that will complete that little section of it. Now what we need to do now is, once we've done that, is to take the ruler off, and we're just going to go right back to the beginning of our line and just complete that first part. So again, we can line it up by putting the scroll line on top of the section that we did previously. And now we're going to put the needle down, and then we are just going to complete this pattern. So you'll see when I take the ruler off that each heart is the same width apart, the same distance, and it gives you that perfect patterns every time that we are trying to achieve. Okay, so what we're going to do next is the exact same pattern but with the smaller hearts. So it's the exact same technique. We need to start with the ruler down, needle down, and then we need to complete the whole section. So what I thought, because it's the exact same technique of what we've done, we can have a look here and how I'm holding the ruler. So you can see there that I've got a light touch on each corner of the ruler, and the shape of the ruler here highlights where we need to be putting our fingers and our hands. So I've got a light touch on the ruler, and then I've also got a light touch on the material, and those things combined, along with the sew slip mat that we've got on, means that we can have a nice glide when we are trying to do this pattern. And all the rulers have the same technique as well. Now if you are close to the edge of the material and you haven't got the space that you would like, you can put your finger inside a section of the channel that you are not using to give it some stability. Okay, so you can see there I have done some of the small heart section. I'm sewing the whole channel using my scroll line to line up the next section, and then just continuing the pattern for as long as you would like it. So you could use this pattern for borders. You could go along the bottom, up the sides, along the top, or you could just use it as a coverall pattern and just keep building the lines for the full section of your quilt that you've got. So there's a lot of options that you can do with it. Okay, so this is going to be the last little section of this line. So I'm just going to follow it around all the way, and the key to it really is just making sure you get your ruler foot in right snuggling in to the edges of the channel, and that will give you your perfect shape. So I'm lining it up there for the last bit, so I'm just going to do half the heart and stop, and then I'm going to return to the beginning and just complete the very first heart that we did on that section. And that's it. That is how you can do the large and the small heart equally spaced apart. It was the most of it was done in one thread in one go. You just have to go back and complete that first heart, and it was very quick and easy and really effective. So here you can see the end result. So So we're now going to do another pattern, which is the vertical hearts. Now, as you can see in this video, I am doing the hearts upside down. The only reason for this is visibility, so you can see them better on the video. If you find this works for you, go ahead, feel free to do it, but obviously you can do it the correct way around as well. So the key for vertical hearts is that you are only sewing half a heart at a time. So you need to do a vertical row of just half the hearts. So you can see there, I've done 2 already, and then I'm just now completing my third half of the hearts. So you can do that by stopping with the ruler down and sliding it. When you have got the stack that you want, you then go and do all the other side of the hearts all in one go. And again, just like before, you are using the scroll lines to line up what you've just sewn so that your section of the heart, your other side of the heart, will be completely symmetrical. So again, we'll start with the needle down at the middle of the heart and sew all the way to the bottom. Okay, stop with your needle down and then slide the ruler back to the beginning of that half a heart section. So that is the key. That's the main thing that you need to do, is just do half a heart for one side and then go back down and do half the hearts at the other side, and they will all match up and sync if you use the scroll lines. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this up, and this is also done in one thread, so you could do as a bigger stack as you wish with the hearts, and you can just keep going until you complete it. Okay, so all you have to do is just make sure what you've previously sewn is in the centre of the channel, so when you complete the other half of the heart, that will join nicely. Okay, so I've done that. So they're the large hearts that I've done. You can also do the smaller hearts as well if you're after a smaller pattern, and I think that's just what I'm going to start now. So here I'm doing them the correct way round just to show you. So you can see there, again, start with the needle down and can complete half the heart. Now you can see where the stopping point is by the shape of the ruler. So when you get down to the corner where you're just about to start the straight section, that's where you need to stop. That is your end point. So if you use that as your end point for every half of the heart, it will match up nicely on the other side. Okay, so when you've got the amount of hearts that you would like, you just need to go back up just like we did before. And like I said, the two key points to this is making sure that you snuggle into the ends of the channel, and also that when you are sewing the half the heart, what you've already sewn is in the centre of the channel, because that's where your needle is going to land, and again that will make sure it's all nicely lined up. So there you go, another quick and easy but effective pattern.